Don, well, for those of y'all that are listening out there, with Don Brock and Saray Shaw, I want to welcome you to the campus of the Washington School, where today the 5-1-2 Pill Academy Lady Mustangs are visiting the Washington School, a division opponent, as we have Madison Barlow going on the outside. The goalie gets there right in time. Some action early on, Don, as we almost had a good shot on goal by Barlow over
And
there.
great to have Barlow back, out for a little while with a concussion protocol, her first game back.
Don, was she out a couple of weeks?
Several weeks.
4 weeks, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what game that occurred in. I believe it was it wasn't Bio. It was a home game.
Yeah. So
JA maybe.
Yeah. So we're about Don. We're about 4 or 5 minutes into this contest. We started at 3:01, and the time right now is 3:06. So we're about 5 minutes in the contest. Neither team with a shot on goal. Washington's had some penetration on us early on. Don, you were commenting to me earlier how difficult it is on this small field here.
Yeah, it's just always a challenge. We may beat Washington historically in Greenwood by 4, 5, 6 goals, but here goals are harder to come by, certainly.
Yes, always a battle on a field which resembles to us more of a U12 field than an actual what we have out there at Pill Academy. But it is in regulation, obviously. This is the minimum size the field can be, and it's always been to Washington School's advantage. They've always kind of popped that defense back there in the back and kind of loaded up a lot of defense, and it's been a difficult place to score.
Yeah, the Lady Mustangs just have for the last several years been loaded with such speed, and this just sort of neutralizes that speed to pack everybody in.
Elise Howard is crossing the ball over the middle, over to Caroline Brock, tries to get a header on it, gets deflects off, and it's going to be controlled by George Caroline over to Barlow. Barlow back to Lillian Harvey. Nice pass to the outside over to Kaylee. Kaylee surveys the field, tries to deflect it off of someone, but it goes to Madison. Back to Kaylee. Well, I sound like a broken record here, Don.
Yeah, showing a lot of patience.
Me or the team?
You are showing very little patience.
Caroline Brock trying to go through a player, gets the ball back over the top, over to George Caroline. George Caroline tries to get the ball over, and Washington tries to clear it.
This is one of those times where a team just fails to clear over and over.
Yeah. Well,
when it happens to us, bad things seem to occur, but not to Washington just then.
Yeah. Well, the sun's directly in our eyes. This is going to make our cameraman, John Benuzowicz, producer, cameraman, all above, very happy that the sun is directly on us. We have a nice little – he's loving it. He's loving it in the background.
And no chance for it to set anytime soon with this midday game.
Yeah. So with the 3 o'clocks up, Elise Howard battling, trying to get the ball out, and the ball's out, and it's going to be controlled by Washington. With the 3 o'clock start, we'll be dealing with the sun. We've also got a really strong breeze to our advantage in the first half, Don. The breeze is behind our back.
Yeah, I assume this is compliments of Hurricane Sally.
Yep. Speaking of that, when you mentioned Hurricane Sally, I was just thinking about Mustang Sally. Is there a Mustang Sally this year?
There is, supposedly,
okay.
Yes.
Major controversy on the broadcast as we try to figure out. I haven't noticed Mustang Sally at the football games. Caroline Brock trying to get the ball over the middle, and it's going to be controlled by George Caroline. She's pretty far out there as she launches the first shot on goal. In one of these games with the wind behind you, it's not a bad shot, even though it's pretty far out, to try to get some.
Well, especially with the goalie she dropped it. If somebody happened to be there, who knows what'll happen.
Yeah. So Pill Academy launches its first shot of the game, and shots are 1-0, and the score is 0-0 as we are about 8 minutes into the first half. Lillian Harvey over to Caroline Brock. Caroline going, Caroline nudged down. No call. What was that all about? Caroline doesn't get those calls a lot. She's such a physical player that when she gets knocked down, the refs are like, oh, she can handle it.
Right.
Caroline trying to get the ball over the middle. Still controlling it. Getting it back to Julia Love line. It's great to see Julia Love back. Julia Love getting the ball to the side. The ball's going to go out. It's going to be Washington ball.
Yep, it's good to have Julia Love back where she played last game, and Madison back. And right now, the only player that started the year starting is Mad Dog Maddox, recovering from that knee injury.
And she'll be ready for the playoffs. The thing about it is Avery Howard has been so outstanding. You got 2 outstanding keepers. It's almost like, wow.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, it is. But we really do truly need Avery Howard out there on the field. So I think it would be a no-brainer for the coach, but you never know. But we want Maddox as the ball goes over to Sarah Presley Howard with a shot on goal. Nice shot there.
So, we're firing them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Goalie does a good job of getting down on the ball and stopping it.
Yep. If you're enjoying this broadcast or you want to get the word out, please text me at 662-392-5150, or you can text Don. Don's okay to give out your number?
Sure.
Okay. Caroline, by the way, Caroline Brock over to Georgia Caroline. Back to Carolina, not hard enough there. Caroline battles for it, and the ball goes to Washington. If you want to mention some comments or anything, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please text me at 392-5150 or call Don. Text. I'm sorry, not call.
Don't call me.
Don't call in the middle of a broadcast.
515-1214. Let us know if the sound quality's okay.
Caroline Brock over the middle, trying to get to the ball. The defender was there. Oh, the ball was going out by the Washington player, and Barlow tried to control it and went off of her, and it's going to be Washington ball there.
Do we have any idea what Washington's record might be?
I don't. You usually do the opposition.
I know it. I didn't look. I know that Bio swept them, beat them the other day, and Bio beat Starkville 2-0.
Bio's beaten everyone except for.
Yeah, their record is 12-2, and those two blemishes, are the Lady Mustangs.
I think it was 7-2 at Pillow, Washington. Pillow expanding a 3-2 margin to a 7-2 final victory at home, and a 3-1 victory at Bio, where Bio actually had a 1-0 lead on us.
Now it's a safe bet that Bio has not played any of the big three Jackson schools like Pillow has.
Yep, that's right. Madeline Kelly, nice play by Madeline, getting the ball over the middle. A little nudge there as she goes down. Ball goes back to Kaylee Harden. Kaylee Harden with the pass over to Georgia Caroline. Georgia Caroline surveys the field. Don, it's going to be really tough for Washington to score on what we consider the top-ranked defense in all of MAIS soccer.
Oh, this opportunity.
Barlow going on the outside with that speed down the left side. Let's see if she can cross it. She crosses. Oh, takes a shot on goal. Had a good angle, but may have been better to try to cross that one.
Yeah, you had I think both Howard girls and Caroline there, but
yeah. It was she was having to kind of close in on that as Caroline gets the ball over to Kaylee.
Kaylee is playing so far up, and you love to see it. Let's just trust in your other defensive players.
Well, when you think about it, when you have basically your two outside backs, Julie Love and Kaylee, are able to play so far up because you've got Madeline Kelly and Mia Cole back there, and that's just rock solid back there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can afford to do that. Boy, this sun's coming in pretty good.
Ooh, it is.
It is hot and humid. Sometimes I don't like when they take water breaks. We need to have a water break for us.
Yeah, right. Thank you for the Powerade, by the way.
Absolutely. It'll be on your bill when you leave.
Oh. By the way, while they're having some subs, did you happen to notice on the 9th grade Washington school football team, there is a female?
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's great
or it's a guy with a ponytail. No, it's a girl. I don't know if she kicks or, she could do anything.
That's great. That's great to see. You never know. It could be a middle linebacker for all we know.
We've got several on this team that could easily punt or kick for our football team.
Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you what. We've got some power. Throw in by Washington. It's 3:13, so we're about 12 minutes in. Nothing's a score. Pill Academy controlling the ball with a 3-shot advantage, 3-0 over the Washington school. Don, as we continue this broadcast, we're going to have to mention some of the news that broke with us with Larry Kelly a couple of days ago, breaking the huge news out of Meridian, a horrible story which has playoff implications, and that's the injury, a torn ACL for perhaps what many would consider one of the best, if not the best, soccer players in all of MAIS soccer, and that's Emma Kate Eitoven at the Lamar School.
Yeah, well, our hearts, prayers go out to her for a speedy recovery. I know she has all the potential in the world to play at the next level, and just pray for her family. It's injuries in athletics in high school or any level are a foregone conclusion, and you hate that it happens, especially to a stalwart like her, she is. I've heard Eitoven since she was in the 7th grade, I guess.
We have been talking about Emma Kate Eitoven at Lamar since the 7th grade, and I'll tell you why.
Because you talk about it every day.
I talk about Emma Kate Eitoven. We could be playing backgammon, and we could be talking about Emma Kate Eitoven. She's that good of a soccer player. Speaking of a good soccer player, look at Sarah Presley making that move, and the ball's taken away by the Washington, little handball on Kaylee Harden. So Emma Kate Eitoven, as a 7th grader, scored the 3rd goal, which was the game-winning goal in the state championship 6 years ago against Pill Academy. A 3-2 victory by Lamar over, penetration there, over Pill Academy. As an 8th grader, she scored the game-winning kick as it went to Sarah Presley on the left side, going down the middle, tries to cross the ball over to Caroline Brock, gets fouled back to, couldn't quite get it there. A little miscommunication between the two, and then the ball goes over to Lillian Harvey, trying to get the ball over to Elise Howard. Getting back to Emma Kate for a second here as Julia Love gets the ball up. Well, I'm going to continue on this one. We got an offensive deal going over there. Elise Howard crossing it over the middle.
Oh, that's going to be dangerous.
Oh, it's going to be shot.
Brock shoots and scores.
Brock. That's where you want to see Caroline Brock over the top. She was there. Johnny on the spot. It looked like...
and Elise just flashed in front of the goalie, I think.
Elise was flashing in front of the goalie. I don't think Elise saw that the ball was coming through, and the goalie kind of watched her, and Caroline Brock was in the perfect position to put it in there to give us a 1-0 lead. You love to see that. That's why you want to see Caroline at that forward position.
And she's
very, very good around the goal.
And there was a bit of a collision with the goalie keeper as well, if I can get it out.
Yeah. So who was that cross by? Was that Julia Love or was that Elise? I'm not sure. As we lost. I mean, we'll look at the highlights there, but it was a great cross, and it looked like Caroline was there, Johnny on the spot to put it in to give us a 1-0 lead.
You come into this game with some confidence, but it is nice to go ahead and get that goal on the board. Yeah. I harken back to the Starkville game last year where
Caroline Brock over the middle, trying to force it. Boy, Caroline's looking very aggressive offensively. She takes the ball away, gets ready to cross it over the middle. And that was Skeeter that came across the middle. By the way, it's gonna be Caroline Self with a shot, a little wide here. So Skeeter Weems was the player that was actually distracting the goalie, and it was actually a cross by Elise Howard.
Yeah, Elise and Skeeter look so much alike, especially when we're 80 yards away.
Yeah,
when they're on the other end of the field.
It's tough when we're field level. You're exactly right. Getting back to Eindhoven, as an 8th grader, she scored the game-winning PK against us in the dark. If you recall that, she scored.
My senior daughter's last game. Yes, I do recall that.
Yeah, we won't forget that anytime soon.
Well, other than the All-Star game.
That's right.
Last game.
Caroline Brock over the middle, tries to go around one player. She goes through the middle, takes a shot, and it's off the crossbar. Look at Caroline Brock. This is the Caroline Brock we've been waiting for offensively. Get her some chances up top, and look what she can do. That was beautiful. She kind of sidestepped one and took a shot, and she purposely dropped it down off the crossbar. Keeper had no chance of stopping that. You love that.
If that was about 3-4 inches shorter, it would have just dropped in right over the keeper's head.
And Romney Brock afterwards will say, "Why did you miss that,
Caroline?" Yeah, exactly. She's going to be running laps when we get home.
I'll never finish my Eindhoven story, but anyway.
Well, especially if you're going to walk all the way from 8th grade to current day.
Yeah, 7th grade, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's like I started talking about Eindhoven, all of a sudden our offense is on fire. Go figure. As Madeline Kelly, ball goes off of Madeline Kelly. It's going to be Kaylee Harden cleaning that up. Ball goes over the top. So Eindhoven, as a 9th grader, played on a team that beat us 1-0 in the state championship game. Actually, she didn't score that goal. It was scored by Darby Gillette. And that's enough Eindhoven. I mean, granted, let's Emma Kate, we hope, and I understand your father's probably listening out here, and you'll probably hear this as well. We wish you the best, and good luck on your college career.
Exactly.
So, man, finally.
Ditto.
Caroline Brock over the top comes Caroline. 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, and she's going to score on this one, Don. There you go.
Bam.
That was Caroline Brock's special at his finest right there.
And that was started by Sarah Presley, I believe.
Sarah Presley to Caroline. Well, this is kind of the offensive explosiveness I expected of Caroline Brock, and now she's getting a chance at forward. We're seeing it, and Caroline really playing well. Even when she wasn't scoring earlier this game, I could see there was a little
pep in the step.
Yes. Whatever she had for practice.
We got her meds right.
He's joking, by the way.
She actually has a sore throat, not the C word related.
Let's clarify that.
Yeah, her
her
tonsils are a little inflamed. So
the key for her is to have inflamed tonsils.
That's right.
That's good.
To be slightly ill.
That's right. Well, can she continue to do that through the state championship game and the basketball season?
We shall see.
Let them stay inflamed. Caroline's on fire right now with 2 goals. Nice Sarah Presley pass over to Caroline Brock, and 18 minutes in, and the score is now 2-0. The shots are 5-0 Pill Academy. and the score is Caroline Brock 2, Washington School nothing.
Did you happen to know? You did know what time we started?
Yes,
about 3:01.
3:01, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So Julia Loveline gets the ball over.
I was blocked off from the scoreboard.
I didn't know we have a scoreboard.
Yeah, this tent was in our way. They have a
Our
scoreboard.
producer is incredible. Lillian Harvey with the ball in the corner. She can cross it from there, gets the ball back to Madison Barlow. Madison gets it back to Lillian. Lillian tries to cross it. It deflects off a player. The ball goes to the outside. Georgia Caroline gets the ball over to the back to Mia. Mia's like, I want some action here. So Mia has some green.
Holly Whitfield has come in the game.
Okay, at the red side, in for Julia Love. Okay, ball goes off the player. It's going to be back to Mia, back to Madeline.
Oh, look, they flipped. Julia Love's over on this side
okay,
now.
So apparently, well, Barlow's still in the game, so we don't know what's happened here. It's going to be Holly Whitfield with the ball. As the ball goes down the field, gets the ball over to Georgia Caroline. Georgia Caroline controlling the ball. The ball's going to be controlled, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Pill. A little mishap there. And it'll be Washington School ball.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about Skeeter and Elise kind of looking the same.
Yes.
And you said she took Holly had taken Julia Love's place. I just did a quick scan of the field, and you can that red hair pops out quickly.
Easy. It's easy. As we hit our water break, we have
And John Mr. B will get to score up for you. But we're going to take a water break with 19:24 left in the first half.
See, this shows my lack of experience. What a perfect time this would have been to give the Emma Kate life story that I gave.
Right.
The actual when we were scoring
you insisted on doing it between wave after wave of Lady Mustang offense.
Okay. By the way, I've said the name Emma Kate 4 times here. We might be I might be overdoing it here.
She may show up right here at Washington School like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Not that there's any comparison.
Yeah, I know. But it's 2-0 Pill Academy. John, the shots on goal are 5-0. Pilla doing what we expected. It's great to see Caroline Brock really showing her offensive prowess.
Yeah, she likes the small field apparently.
Go figure. She can if she gets that secure position at forward and stays there, she's just such a physical presence there with great touches, the ability to shoot with both your left foot and your right foot, and just the ability to use your head. Maybe once too often for the Brock parents to just use those headers in the contest.
And there's no doubt that Coach Brock, we mentioned an embarrassment of riches earlier, she has that in athletes that literally can play at any position on the field. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Caroline back on the defensive line. I wouldn't be surprised to see Madeline Kelly with some time on offense up front. Of course, Sarah Preslin can play in the middle up front or wherever.
Sarah Presley has scored 6 goals in the last 2 games.
She was on fire. We haven't had a broadcast since the Lady Mustangs knocked off MRA 2-0 at Pillow last week.
Yeah, boy, that was one heck of a win there. One of the best wins we've had in the last decade or so. It's the first. We believe it's the first win the Pillows had over a Jackson team in over a decade. I've been covering this team for 6 years, and what I did was to confirm it in the last decade we hadn't beaten a Jackson team. I spoke to Adair and I spoke to Callie Lane. Callie Lane Line and Adair Brock, and both of them don't remember during their 6-year careers each, defeating a Washington team. So that goes back to 2010.
Right. We could point to a handful of tie games. In fact, Callie Lane, when she was a senior and Adair was a junior, they did tie MRA 0-0, and we have 2 ties this year alone to JA, but coming away with the W, that has been a rare occurrence.
Yeah. You know what? In retrospect, we have 2 against Jackson teams. We are 1-1-2. Our one loss was only by 1-0 to a powerhouse in 5A, which is Jackson Prep. We have 2 ties against JA, 2 games where we outshot and outpossessed JA, and easily could have been victories in both cases.
Yeah, right.
And then we defeated MRA. So we're right there. And speaking of just 1 second.
We're going to play Prep Monday, and that's going to be senior night.
Is it Monday or Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday.
Is it?
It's Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. Check the schedule.
Yes.
Don't take my word for it. I was thinking it was Monday, so I'm glad you told me that.
Good.
But we've scheduled that for senior night, although we do have one more home game after that. We're just not sure if that's going to be played.
Don,
in the
I
schedule.
say that because the schedule's on the 22nd. Today's the 16th. I recall that it is It is going to be on Tuesday, and the big question now is City Council. Do you have a City Council meeting that day?
No, we meet on the first and third Tuesday.
Well,
So
if you did have City Council, I would have suspended you for City Council. Caroline Brock. Oh, I thought she had a move on there. Ball goes to the outside to Barlow. Barlow trying to get the ball back to Caroline. Caroline gets it back a little bit. Comes Caroline over the middle. Comes Caroline Brock with a shot.
Off the crossbar again.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, those tonsils, it just makes her play so much better. Caroline Brock, through the first 24 minutes, has 2 goals and 2 balls off the crossbar.
Yeah, and the 2 misses aren't just easy rollers.
Wow.
They have been.
She loaded up on that one. I saw her one time, and look, she's got that shot to the point where she's able to. She has that ability to have the ball start up and come down. She's got that shot down pat.
She may have learned a little bend from Madeline Kelly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think it's. Can you believe?
Yep.
Look at Don Brock mentioning the hammer, and here comes the hammer.
Madeline Kelly.
Free kick from about 40 yards out. She shoots. Ball bounces. Oh my gosh! It almost went in there. And look at Georgia Caroline right there. Nice stop by the keeper.
Yeah, that had a chance off the bounce.
This keeper's made some nice stops there. She's had plenty of chances because we have had 6 shots on goal and 2 off the crossbar. I see Captain Giesberg's in on the contest on the right side, taking the place of Elise Howard. And you've got Skeeter at forward along with Caroline Brock. This is a 4-2-2. Your 2 forwards are Skeeter and Caroline, and Barlow is on the left. If they're playing a 4-2-2, yeah. I don't know if Madison knows it's a 4-2-2. She's the first contest back, but Barlow comes back. Look at her and Julia Love switching. Look, she tried to get the ball too, Julia Love. Did you see how Julia Love?
Yeah, Julia Love went ahead and got on up at forward. That's great.
Speaking of, I thought Julia Love was still up there. Barlow going down there. Boy, it's great to see Julia Love up there on offense. And then there she is. Speaking of Julia Love, she's got the ball, gets it back to Barlow. Barlow tries to cross it over the middle. They're going to call offsides on Barlow, as she didn't realize she was offsides when Julia Love got the ball to her. So,
but yeah, that was a great communication with Julia Love and Barlow switching. It's just like in basketball on a pick. You switch who you're defending. They did that very smoothly. I guess they called out of bounds.
Actually, it was Barlow when Julia Love passed the ball to Barlow. She hadn't got back onside. Hey, by the way, I got to figure out who we have for halftime. Are you going to do the halftime interview? You want me to do it? I mean, you tell me. You want to interview Romney? Is Romney here?
She is. I'll let you do the pleasure. That's your cup of tea, man.
I got to figure that one out. Speaking of Romney, there's the daughter Caroline with 2 goals in the contest, getting the ball over to Lillian. Oh, little turnover there. Comes Washington. A little possession on their side of the field. Boy, Lillian closing, and look at Madeline cleaning that one up. Madeline Kelly with the ball, getting him to the outside, but there's a Washington player there. They're going to launch the ball up the field. Looks like back there in the back is basically Holly and Mia are the only 2 defenders there. The ball goes out. Throw in by Holly Whitfield. Ball goes over. A couple of players.
Look, and senior night for softball was last night. They had a touching letter reading by all the seniors, read by Ann Craig Melton.
Skeeter down the field. Caroline Brock going over the middle. Caroline Brock there over the middle. Oh, it's going to be a nice play.
Nice defensive move by the defender.
Hey, look at Skeeter being pesky, per her name. Get the ball back to Georgia Caroline. Georgia Caroline gets the ball over the top, and it's going to be a kind of roll there in the box there.
But each of the 4 seniors' letters that were read talked about Holly Whitfield and how hilarious she is. I got to get to know Holly better.
No, look, she's the real deal. Dia tells me that all the time. That was a beautiful reading done by Ann Craig Melton. And it only took 3 hours and 55 minutes. That was a joke.
Yeah, it was about 20 pages of handwritten letters.
Yeah.
49 minutes.
Yes.
Not that anybody was counting.
Yeah.
Except for the Washington School softball team lined up on the third base path.
Julia Love launches the ball over the middle. It's going to be stopped by Washington, but Georgia Caroline's right there. We've come out with really well-organized play there as Barlow gets the ball over the middle, trying to get the ball over to Caroline. Caroline over the top, and the ball's going to be controlled by Caroline. Nudges it over the top. You better watch out, Washington player. Ball. Oh, a little hit there. Caroline, please get back up. It's kind of a little slow getting up there. It's a little concerning. The ball crossed over the middle. Ball goes out, and the ball's going to be controlled by Julia Love. Nudges it over to Madison Barlow. Madison gets the ball back to Julia Love. I love doing play-by-play. As the ball goes back from Madison to Julia, Julia to Madison.
And out.
The blue player.
On Caroline's I don't want to call it a trip, when she fell down, I think they would have called a foul, except that we had the advantage.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that, because Barlow had the ball in the corner. So it was a good no call.
Speaking of Caroline, she comes out of the contest as Sarah Presley comes in. So the wait for the hat trick continues. Caroline's got some scoring to do today.
I believe it would be her first since maybe Greenwood Youth Soccer days.
I think I coached against her that game too. We had a special Caroline Brock rule where she could only, I remember her one year, she could only play defense, or she could only play 2 quarters a game. I don't know if you knew that. Do you remember that? Yeah, we limited her to 2 quarters a game because
The Beast.
She was the Beast.
Was her nickname
as
back
Howard
then.
Alderman called her back in the day. So
Speaking of Howard, he's here. That could be your halftime interview.
that's
what would you rather do?
We'll scan the crowd, look for something else here. Howard will
There's
talk
some
about,
toddlers playing behind us.
I think they might be more informative than Howard. Sorry, Howard. We love picking on you. Ball goes over the top. Captain Giesberg forces the ball off of the Washington player. It's going to be Holly Whitfield with the throw in. So you got Sarah Presley and Skeeter playing up top. Boy, look at where Madison Barlow comes out of the contest. We sub in.
Mm-hmm.
Skeeter goes to the right and Elise goes to the left. You're right, Skeeter and Elise. It's like from this far away, it's tough to distinguish. It really is.
It is. And it's
one's
nice.
a 6 and one's a 16, by the way.
It's nice to see Elise out here running around with no lingering effects from a scary knee injury she had a couple weeks ago. They actually went and got an MRI, and she was wailing. She was in pain.
Washington gets possession up the field, trying to force the ball over the middle. Look at Mia Cole cleaning that up. The ball is going to be controlled by Georgia Caroline, and Washington gets it. It's going to be the ball goes over the middle.
Oh, look at Avery coming all the way out of the
Avery Howard
box.
saying, "Wait till he gets in the box." Avery, that's the first
Good
time.
patience.
First time Avery Howard has touched the ball, and we're at 3:32. I mean, we're at 31 minutes in the contest. It's the first time she's held the ball.
Yep.
Ball goes over the top. Catherine Giesberg fighting for it, forces it off of a Washington player.
This strong wind, well, I was about to say usually there are about 1,000 dragonflies on this field, but now I do see them.
They're on the field, yeah. Kaylee comes back in the contest on the right side now for Holly. So Julia Love's going to be playing the left and Kaylee's going to play the right. Look how far up our outside people are. Kaylee's right there, and Julia Love's the defender. She's like 10 yards in on the offense. Georgia Caroline with a shot. Oh, it's a handball.
He wasn't going to call it till she looked. Young lady looked guilty for the handball.
So let's see who takes this shot from the outside. Is it going to be?
Doesn't look like Madeline's coming up.
Yeah. So it's going to be Sarah Presley. This is from about 23, 24 yards out. Sarah Presley scored on this earlier in a similar situation against MRA last year, and a beautiful shot.
And it was a worm burner. I called it. It never got off the ground, and of course MRA was lined up just like Washington School is right now, and she just kicked it to the left of them, and the goalie was a little late.
You came up with the worm burner.
Reacting.
I came up with the spinneroonie. Let's see if we can get a worm burner right here. She shoots. Oh, she puts it in the air.
Score!
And she scores. What a shot. Bending it from the outside in.
Just a little pitching wedge there.
Yeah, nice shot. Pitching wedge from about 110 out. Yeah. Sarah Presley with the shot on goal. Pilla's 7th shot of the contest. And at the 32-minute mark, Pill Academy with a 3-0 lead. Don, we talk about this a lot. When we come out here, we really struggle, especially the first half, when Washington's able to really play that defense in and so on. And it looks to me like Pill Academy's come out on fire in this contest.
Yeah, they're looking sharp. Lola Ricketts comes in the game for, Julia Love has switched back to the other side.
Yeah. It's good to see Lola out there.
So Mia's taking a little break.
Sarah Presley has scored on her last 2 set kicks. Once against MRA and once against this. We've got something here from the outside, from like 30 or 40. We take, we use Madeline Kelly. And it seems like from 20 yards on to 25, perhaps Sarah Presley is our specialist.
It's a good rule of thumb for those 2 girls.
Yeah. So we are at the 33-minute mark. We got about 10.
Look at Sarah Presley rushing that ball. Young lady defensively thought she had it and kind of slowed up.
Elise Howard from the outside trying to center it to Sarah Presley. Howard to Howard. Doesn't quite work out. Georgia Caroline with the header. Washington with possession. Catherine Giesbrick with the ball. Georgia Caroline trying to do something with it. Catherine gets the ball over the middle, gets it over to Skeeter. Skeeter takes a shot. Sarah Presley going to take a nice one touches it again. And Washington's able to clear it out. But Lillian there from the outside kicking it in. And the keeper's able to stop that. Pill Academy with 7 shots on goal with a 3-0 lead for those of y'all just joining us. Caroline Brock with 2 fine goals, 2 shots off the crossbar too, and Sarah Presley off a set kick, giving us our 3rd goal.
Looks like, is that Beck coming in?
Beck's coming in for Skeeter, and the youth movement continues.
Yep. Lady Mustangs only have 4 regular season games left. Big week next week with Prep coming to town. And Pillow will try to avenge their only loss of the year, and then heading to MRA, which after the Lady Mustangs upset the Lady Patriots 2-0, I expect they've got revenge on their mind, and that
I know their fans do.
Yeah, it was a physical affair,
and we're talking about the game. We're not talking about the physical affair of the crowd, but it was loud. Truly
well,
was.
they didn't like the Skeeter sound effect.
They did not like us putting the mosquito thing going. You do have the Skeeter thing ready, right? Back to the middle to Sarah Presley. Takes a shot. Oh, great save.
Wow, that really
great
was.
Save by the
Off
keeper.
the hands, off the crossbar, back into the hands.
Well, that was a beautiful left-footed shot by Sarah Presley. She is really gelling there at the forward position. 7 goals in the last 2.5 games.
And I love how the Lady Mustangs are getting some air on their shots. It's not just run-of-the-mill hip level.
Look at Catherine Griesberg's speed over there. Doesn't quite get there. And the ball is controlled by Washington. And it's kicked out, and it's going to be Pill Academy ball. So we have about 7.5 minutes left.
Just walking through the rest of the schedule, like I said, Prep at home, senior night, at MRA, and then the following week we have a makeup game at St. Al in Vicksburg that was rained out. We've already defeated them once at home. And then St. Joe is scheduled for the last game of the year. And I think they were scheduled for the last game last year, and they opted out.
Yes. So we'll see if that game does take place this year.
And then
nice steal.
it's
by
playoff
Elise
time.
It's playoff time. Elise Howard with the ball over the middle. Doesn't have anybody there to pass it to. It'll be playoff time, Don, and actually October 6th, which is a Tuesday, will be our first playoff game at home. If we win that contest, we'll be at home on October 8th, a Thursday, for a semifinal game. And if we win that game, we play on Saturday at MRA for a state championship. As Catherine Giesbrick setting up to cross it, goes off of her, and it's going to be a goal.
So if things stay the way they are right now, would be the 1 seed.
We are already the 1 seed.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Bio, I assume, since they've only lost to us, would be number 2 seed.
Yes.
And so Bio would play, is it Lamar?
At Lamar.
Lamar. And Starkville would come, if we think Starkville's the number 2 seed.
We're pretty sure they're going to be this number 2 seed. And we can't take anything for granted after what happened last year when we were probably a 3 or 4 goal favorite, if you ask me, against Starkville, and we ended up losing 1-0.
I do know their goalie has graduated and
Thank
is
you.
out of eligibility.
And for those of you that may remember this, that's the goalie whose name my good friend Don Brock mispronounced during the player announcement, and it probably fired her up and
Yep.
created a situation where she stopped 14 shots. So it was Don Brock's fault.
It is my fault. What is her name? You don't need.
I have no
It's
idea.
either
Her name was
Mary.
Her name was Hope Solo for that game.
It
She was
was.
phenomenal. 14 saves against a high-powered octane offense.
She was a dirt devil.
Yes.
Hoover. She was a vacuum
Yeah.
back there.
We enjoyed beating her in the playoffs in basketball in the North State. Remember?
Yeah, I remember because
We were down.
we were down big time and had to storm back and win that game and kind of lined up the stars for the rest of the season.
It did. How things could have been different. So the ball goes over the middle. Washington with a little possession on our side of the field.
Oh, we have Alderman in, Abby Alderman.
All right. Sarah Presley up top with Beck. And it's
Wonder if
gonna
she
be-
came over earlier and went dress
Oh.
shopping. She's on the homecoming court.
Oh, that's great. Washington getting the ball over the middle. Ball goes over the middle. Oh, my goodness. It's right there, close to Avery Howard. A little misplayed there by the Pillow defense. But
That's the scariest moment of the game.
it is.
And the clock has gone off the scoreboard.
Well, we started at 3:01 on my phone, and it is 3:39, so I think we have got about 2 minutes left, but we'll see. Oh, there's a clock on our thing, too.
Yep,
so,
there you go.
yeah.
But the scoreboard here at Washington School has gone dark.
Yeah.
I think as soon as we scored our 3rd goal, it went dark.
Shut it off. goes to Sarah Presley, controlling the ball over the middle, getting the ball over to Elise Howard. Nice ball through her legs. Elise Howard beats the defender. Elise takes a shot. Nice save by the keeper. Nice play.
Again, yeah, she gets off the ground and tips it to herself.
Nice play. 9th shot on goal, Don.
We're on pace for 20.
Yeah, that's great. I got to get a halftime interview, by the way. We got to find somebody. What about Mr. Donahoe? Maybe him. Where is he? He's all the way down. Okay, we'll have to figure it out. You want to do play-by-play while I get him?
Sure.
Quick for halftime? Okay, go ahead.
Unlike my co-host, I don't feel the need to tell you every step taken by every player. But Pillow will be throwing it in down on their offensive end. I can't tell who's throwing it in. Oh, it's Sarah Presley. Yeah, thank you, Mr. B. We have a couple subs. Mia comes back in. Madeline Kelly will take a break. Kaylee Harden's in on defense. Throw in. Elise is battling forward. Here comes a big kick by Harvey, and it goes to Hollandale. I think Hollandale is that direction. Maybe Midnight, Booger Den, one of those. So it will be a goal kick with the Lady Mustangs up 3-0. This clock ought to be close to right. Here in the first half, Suresh has gone in search of a guest for halftime. As the Lady Mustangs will be more than happy to add a goal before halftime. As Suresh said, they have fired off 9 goals here in the first half, so really clicking on all cylinders and looking good offensively. Very little threat from the Washington offense so far. Just a few minutes ago, they probably penetrated as deep into the Mustang defense as they have all day. And here they go, as I say that, with a little bit of something going on right into your living room as Lola Ricketts, the junior, breaks down and Harvey kicks it out. And Mr. Benuzowitz gives the assist to the young lady throwing it in.
That was a close-up right there. I was watching the camera. That was great.
So maybe the longest offensive possession of the game by Washington with a dangerous cross, and doesn't scare Ms. Avery. Avery Howard with a nice leaping save.
Wow, Avery wants an assist, Don.
Yep, she sent it flying to Beck.
Those Howard girls like action now, so they wanted that ball. Abby Alderman with a cross over to Sarah Presley Howard. Sarah Presley will take a shot from far off, and it's going to be a little bit wide. She thought it would bend a little bit. We're going to be joined at halftime by the headmaster.
All right, fantastic.
This should be really good. He was right behind me.
He said, yeah, I'll be right there, and then he ducked into the woods.
Okay, now I see him right behind us here, so we'll be having him at halftime. John, if we could get the camera on him during halftime, that'd be wonderful. Ball goes up.
Mr. Donahoe is an official Greenwoodian now.
All right.
He's a homeowner,
yeah.
And there's halftime.
Did you do his house? Did you do his closing, Don? Don with the. Okay, Don. By the way, that's a tradition we have where he scrubs the mic there.
That's what I like
the
to hear.
headset. That's nice. We are joined by halftime by our headmaster. I'm sorry, Headmaster Barry Donahoe. Mr. Donahoe, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on today.
Great, absolutely. We've been wanting to get you on quite a bit. We've always been busy and had a great time with some other really good halftime guests, so it's great to have you here.
Absolutely.
First of all, a little analysis on the first half before we start talking about Pill Academy. What did you think of that first half performance?
Well, I thought it was great. Take the lead into halftime, and defensively we're playing great. Had a couple good goals there and hustling around. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch when it's going good for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Girls play hard. They've been a good team, a fun team to watch all year long.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to follow them, and I think we got great things ahead of us.
Pill Academy girls soccer has been just incredible. This is the 6th year of an incredible 6-year run. We have made it to 4 of the 5 last state championships, winning it all in 2018, and we're a prohibitive favorite to make it back to the state championship again. So we certainly hope that works out. And what a great bunch of young ladies that we have playing over here, and it's exciting. And the boys soccer team's gonna be great too. You got basketball to look forward to, baseball, and softball. I mean, it's gonna be a great athletic season this year.
Absolutely, already has been so far. I mean, we've been competing since late July with softball and soccer, and now we have our volleyball program going, and so we're 6 weeks, almost 7 full weeks into athletic competitions on campus, and it's an exciting time for us.
You know, and we were so ready for it too. I remember going to the first scrimmage we had against Kirk Academy in soccer. It was it was like July 31st or something, or August 1st. I don't know what date it was. We had an overflowing crowd. It's just people wanted to see athletics again. It was incredible.
Well, the only group that was anxious during that event was the administration, because that was the first one back out. And we're sitting there saying, "Oh my gosh, if this many people came out for a soccer scrimmage, what are we going to face all year?" And with the restrictions and daily changes that we get on crowd sizes and things of that nature, it's just been. I don't want to say it's been difficult to manage. I think we've done a good job of managing. I think our people have done a great job of listening and complying with any restrictions that we've had to put in place, and just wanting the best for our student athletes and our school in general. But with that night that we were sitting there watching that scrimmage, and my gosh, look at all the people. But it was exciting.
Yeah,
and,
it was really exciting, and there was, like I said, everybody was just ready to see some athletic competition. It was great, and it was an overflow crowd for a scrimmage game at the GYSO fields, and that was quite a moment. Your impressions of Greenwood and the community around you as you've moved over, you're a Greenwoodian now. Talk to us about what you think.
I just heard that when I got described as a homeowner before I got ready.
Did he close your deal? Did he do your house?
Absolutely, he did. Yeah,
man,
but no.
You might want to check that title. Let me tell you.
No, but we're so excited to be in Greenwood, and of course, and I know we've told the story a lot since we've been here and through the process of taking the job and the interview and things. I mean, 10 years ago, I spent a year here in the classroom and also on the athletic fields with the football and baseball programs. And when I did, it became a special place for us, and it became a special place for me. And, if it weren't for opportunities to advance in my career, I would have never left. And so the opportunity to come back was a no-brainer for us.
Absolutely.
Because we just think that Greenwood is a great place. We think it's a great place to raise our family, and to have 3 children that we hope to have here to graduate from Pillow Academy. That's something for us that puts an investment back into the community. And so anyway, we're just excited to be here. We think it's going to be a great place.
Tell everybody the age of your kids. How old are they?
So we have an 8-year-old. She's in the 2nd grade, and we have a 5-year-old little boy in K5, and I've got a 2-year-old little girl that she's over at St. John's in the little preschool program, and so it's we're wide open. My wife's wide open, and of course we spend a lot of time as administration at events and different things like that, and she tries to get out as much as she can, and the kids they love coming to the events and being around it as well.
Well, I'll tell you, I have 2 kids that are not only, one of them's a graduate of Pillow Academy, the other one's a junior, and they're both graduates of St. John's Preschool. And I'm going to tell you, you've got the best of both worlds with St. John's Preschool and with Pillow Academy. It's just been a fantastic experience.
When my 2-year-old wakes up in the morning, she's asking to go to school, so that's a great sign. Absolutely,
that's
a great
wonderful.
sign.
That's wonderful. How's the adjustment been? I mean, I'm sure when you signed the deal and all that, you didn't expect all this. The world would be different and so on. So how's everything going as far as administering during this time?
Well, I think that the main part of that, and the way I've answered that question a lot, is it didn't matter whether I was at Pillow Academy or if I would have been at Marshall Academy or wherever I was previous. I'd be dealing with the same set of circumstances. Yep. Everybody, not just in education, but in all walks of business, they're dealing with so many different uncertainties and so many challenges that they didn't have 6-7 months ago. And so there's an interesting dynamic to that, which is trying to get to know your employees and trying to get to know your students and your stakeholders, your families, trying to get to know them the way that you want to develop those personal relationships. That's been more difficult than it ever has been before. And especially with the students in the hallways, I've been fortunate in my career to teach and to coach, and in coaching you develop those relationships with the students. And you're with the students, interacting with them on a different level than just the administrative side. So getting to know the students has been one of the most challenging parts of this process, because when I walk down the hallway, they're all wearing masks. So when they take their mask off, they look completely different.
Yeah.
But that's been one of the most challenging parts of this process. But overall, just dealing with the COVID restrictions and what we've had to do, that's just part of it right now. And we've got a great administrative team in place. We've got a great faculty in place. Our faculty have been, they've been so they've just really grasped onto the things we've asked them to do, and they've just pushed forward with this energy and this excitement about being back in school. And so it's been exciting to watch just everybody come together to make happen what we're doing right now.
That's right. I've always contended that Pillow Academy's got to be producing some of the best student athletes in the United States of America. We've got people who have just done so well, and they have opportunities to play various sports, so on and so forth. You see a lot of those young ladies on the soccer team that are literally playing 3 or 4 sports. Some of them literally cheerleading, softball, soccer all at the same time. It's just absolutely amazing. The commitment and the time management they learn as students here because they're participating in so many activities are really going to pay off. It's just an incredible experience. And again, your kids will have something to really look forward to by being able to participate in different events and having excellent teachers to become excellent students. So that's great. Any challenges you're having, not necessarily difficulty with, any things you want to improve upon? I mean, what do you see as opportunities for us to grow at Pillow? I mean,
Well, like the main thing is over the last 3 months, I mean, we focused on one thing and one thing only, and that was being back on campus.
Yeah.
So we've just started the process through administrative meetings and working with different people on staff and starting to talk about what are our 5-10-year goals, what's our strategic plan going to look like as we finish phase 3 of our last project, and so what are we going to be, where are we going to go, and so that conversation has started, and not just in facility improvements, but also just different things that will enhance our academic experience inside the classroom, outside of the classroom, community service, and things of that nature. So those conversations, now that we're starting to find, I don't want to say a new normal, but now that we're getting back into a routine, I think is a good way to put it. Those conversations have really started to pick up, and I think you'll start to get more information about different things that we're going to be looking forward to doing in the next 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. That information is going to be out soon.
That's excellent. I'm loving to hear that. We talk about we take a look at the athletic facilities, the improvements of the soccer field, literally a new football stadium. It feels like over there, and the Booster Club's done a great job with that. But there's been a lot of things done academically as well to really enhance the whole experience over there. My late father, has a science lab named after him, the elementary science lab named after him, and we're very proud of that. And we've seen such improvements in the 14 or 15 years that we have been involved with Pillow Academy. It's like night and day. And so I look forward to not only seeing what y'all have planned, but also being involved, not only from a financial supporting mechanism, but as well as going out there, writing letters, doing what's necessary. It's just been an incredible school. These teachers have taken care of my children like they were their kids, and I really feel as though we've gotten one of the best educations in the country because of that.
Absolutely, and if you haven't been on campus, people who have not been able to come share an experience with us on campus recently, and you have not seen all the things that took place over the summer, it's really amazing all the things that we were able to accomplish in facility improvements and program implementations. And as I sit here and look at Mr. Panuskowicz across from me right now, thinking about the robotics program and what we're doing there and how impressive that's going to be and how instrumental that's going to be in the implementation of that new program in our school. But so many things have happened that it's just a great time.
One suggestion to you: expand to 6 or 8 lanes carpool, because I refuse to do carpool. I did it when my son was in K4 a dozen years ago or so, and I was terrified. Maybe it's just me or what have you, and it's safe and so on. My wife did it, never had any problems. Maybe I'm just a terrible driver, so I can't handle it.
Well, let me tell you, we won carpool on day 4 this year, which was the earliest we've ever won carpool before, and we've had it running smooth. That doesn't mean we won't have a hiccup, but let me tell you, after the first couple of days of carpool, I said, we got to get on this and win this thing. And Miss Blanche, she did a great job of knocking that out.
I'm terrified. I mean, I can manage 16 hotels, but I can't handle dropping my kids off and going to carpool. I mean, what is the deal with that? What the heck? But
I understand.
It is what it is. It's been an enjoyment to have you over here at halftime. We're looking forward to this team making a big run, maybe winning its second state championship in 3 years, and looking forward to maybe getting some upgrading some live stream. We talked about it across that way last Friday night. We're maybe going to be getting an email to you, try to get some things going for the next game against Jackson Prep. We'll go from there.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Thank you all for what you do. Thank you for spending your time to do this, to broadcast this for our people.
I love doing it, but I need a better announcer with me. And this Don Brock guy is killing me.
Yeah, absolutely. And also a big thanks to Mr. Perdue for all he's done.
He's the man.
Set up,
He's the man. He's been wonderful to deal with.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, that was a lot of fun here. The telegenic headmaster of Pillow Academy doing the broadcast with me, the halftime broadcast with me as we get ready to start the second half. John, it was so nice to have somebody eloquent in the booth with me, unlike the rest of the time when I'm with Don Brock. Don, we talked about you. It's okay. Man, that's a smart cookie right there. I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah, Pillow got a good one when they hired Mr. Donahoe.
Man, he is telegenic. He's intelligent, very long-term thinking. He's the real deal.
And talking about a challenging year to come in, he's probably ready for 2020 to get on out of here.
Is it my imagination? Did he sign his deal in February of last year?
I think that, and then all broke loose.
Yeah, exactly. So great. I hope you enjoyed. Had a chance to see Romney. Tell her yes, Caroline is playing well. Romney. She had a great first half as Caroline Brock scored 2 of the 3 goals for Pillow Academy. Pillow Academy outshooting Washington 9-0, leading 3-0. Caroline Brock with a great shot to put us up ahead 1-0 on a cross and a shot from Elise Howard cross. And then Caroline Brock having I didn't describe her second goal. I'll have to write that down for the newspaper article. And 32 minutes into the contest, Sarah Presley had a set kick and shoots and scores to give us a 3-0 lead.
That second goal was set up by Sarah Presley, really just sending it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Hey, we're about to have our first corner kick of the contest. I get to write something down here, Don.
That's amazing. We haven't had a corner yet.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that Sarah Presley had a nice lead pass to Caroline. I forgot about that. She shot and scored.
Yeah, it was just a nice little lob.
Oh, the camera's out. We'll fix that in just a second as we get ready to have a corner kick by Sarah Presley Howard. Wish you could see it.
We've turned to radio.
Sarah Presley with the corner. Right
Caroline was there along with looked like Elise had an opportunity as well.
I'll watch the camera. You go ahead and continue to play. It's back on. It's back on. Okay.
Great. Oh, a miss there by a defender. Good job by the Washington goalie to come up and get that. You know, with Elise and Addison Weems looking so similar, it really makes matters more confusing. Maybe you pointed this out earlier. They're 16 and 6.
Yes.
So you can catch a glimpse of a 6.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Especially with their ponytail.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we got Skeeter on this side of the field here.
Right.
I have very, very honestly, as Washington has the ball, I have very honestly made it very clear to the audience that Skeeter Weems is my favorite player in the history of Pill Academy, more so than even my son Sunshine.
Wow.
Skeeter Weems is just, there's something about her. She is my favorite. And I'll be able to continue to say that for the next 4 years. As I believe she's only in the 5 years. She's only in the 8th grade.
Meanwhile, can she pick you out of a crowd, Suresh?
No, she has no clue who I am.
Look at this shot. Oh, it went wide.
I saw her the other day at Greenwood Marketplace. I said, Skeeter, and she hurriedly pushed her cart away from me. A punt. Oh, nice header. Oh, there's the first header by Caroline. Caroline kind of leaned her head on that one. No ACT this week, right?
Actually, yes.
Oh,
Saturday is ACT.
Great. Ball goes over to Caroline. Caroline falls down, and it's going to be a set kick outside. Yeah, Caroline's ACT score has been affected massively in the last 30 seconds as she got knocked down once, and she had a header.
And look, she needs to move that ball up, Sarah Presley does. That foul occurred, at least Caroline fell about 6 feet farther up.
Yeah, she did. Well, maybe Sarah Presley likes it a little bit further out. Sarah Presley, in the last 2 games, has hit her last 2 set kicks from about the same position. This is about 25 yards out.
Let's go 3 for 3, SP.
She shoots, and she scores. And you know what? Elise Howard was offsides anyways. We have to watch that. I'm going to mention that because they'll watch the broadcast. Elise has to watch it because
if that had gone in, that would have been, it would have not counted?
It would not have counted because Elise was offsides. Boy, there would have been some Howard controversy tonight at the dinner table.
Shoo-wee.
So we have a free kick by the Washington School. We got to be careful. The ref is over here. We might get a yellow card if we don't watch it. We got to watch what we say, Don.
I am always respectful.
There you go. Lillian Harvey dribbling through, gets the ball. Oh, there's a little miscommunication between her and Sarah Presley.
I wouldn't mind Lillian just going with that. She has such ball skills and had a little bit of room, which is hard to come by on this field.
Holly Whitfield with a throw in over to Elise. Elise trying to get the ball over the middle. Skeeter Weems trying to get to it. Ooh, Skeeter playing a little physical there. That's why she's my favorite player.
Not afraid of physicality.
I wonder where she learns that physicality from. You think her dad kind of pushes that on her?
I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that.
He when I see him coaching, let me clarify here.
On the field?
Yes.
Okay.
He encourages very physical play. I got that one, by the way. Yes.
But she came out of the MRA game and she was being, as Skeeters are prone to be, pesky. And the next thing I know, she has a bloody nose, and she had not fallen.
No.
You have to kind of piece that together.
Yeah. MRA was not too happy with Skeeter's play, nor the buzzing that was emitting out of your phone. Caroline Brock goes through one.
That did not slow Skeeter's aggressiveness down one bit.
Speaking of Skeeter, she controls the ball. Caroline Brock playing up a little bit, along with, looks like Sarah Presley's moved back a little bit. Elise on one side and Caroline on the other. Elise gets the ball. Because the ball goes back to Holly Whitfield. Holly gets it down the field. Nice cross over. Let's stay on side. Nice place. This is where she needs to move up. Crossing the ball over the middle, over to Skeeter. Skeeter tries to one-time it. It's going to be Skeeter again, being pesky, trying to get to the ball.
She's going to beat the goalie there.
Oh, look at Skeeter. And
She
the goalie
does.
collide. Gets the ball back over to Georgia Caroline. Georgia Caroline goes to the left. She's got to cross it. Boy, you love that play by Skeeter. You see why I like her play?
We know that she will make that hustle play.
Yeah.
And who was that against? Bio, where the goalie thought she was just going to scoop the ball up in a very easy manner. And Addison said, "No, ma'am.
That's right.
I have every right to that ball as you do."
Went through and scored a goal, and the defensive player was hurt, and you made a great joke saying there were some hurt feelings there. As Sarah Presley goes over the middle, she's got a
Looking
break.
for number 2.
So he takes a shot. Oh, she scores. Beautiful shot right there. The keeper was there, but it's a perfect shot by Sarah Presley. Pill Academy's 10th shot of the contest. Sarah Presley with her second goal. Sarah Presley's on fire. She's got 8 goals in 2.5 games.
Just fantastic. Great time to really feel it offensively.
Did we miss that? I'm sorry. I'll start. Okay, I'll start watching the camera. I hope y'all saw that as the camera's back on, John. Sarah Presley with a beautiful shot. Take my word for
Sometimes
it.
this comes loose. You know.
And 4-0 lead with Sarah Presley with a break.
Yep, and we'll keep an eye on the laptop. Thank you. Ms. Hargett let us know that the camera was out. We're just busy running our mouths and not looking at the laptop, but we will keep an eye on that.
Sorry about that.
4-0 rest and early here in the second half.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of the younger players coming into this contest. Madeline Kelly with the ball back to Avery Howard. That was done just so Avery could get some action, I think. Avery punts the ball to halfway to Indianola almost. Ball goes. No, it stays in play.
Thought
Julie
it was too
Love.
much.
Yeah, Julie Love's able to keep it in play. Ball goes over the top. Washington getting the ball over the middle. Mia Cole with a nice touch. Gets the ball back to Lillian. Lillian gets the ball. Launch the ball up the field. Sarah Presley playing up top. Let's see if Sarah Presley can physically get through. She goes to the outside. She switches over with Skeeter. Nice play by Sarah Presley. She closes in. Cross in the middle. Oh! Elise Howard was there.
Elise was there, yep.
And the ball is going to be controlled by, it's going to be a foul called on Washington. And it's going to be another set kick from this time from the other side. And the camera's on. Just want to make sure.
Brooke Kimmel is in, number 12, sophomore.
She kind of forced that foul there. It's going to be Sarah Presley again. This is about 18 to 19 yards away. The box is 18 yards, so this is about 20 yards away or so. See if Sarah Presley can do this again. She takes a shot. Nice stop by the keeper. Sarah Presley didn't get as much on that as I thought she would, but it's okay. She's already got 2 goals in the contest. Pill Academy with 11 shots on goal, and that leads 4-0. Washington does have the win. 17 trying to get through. 17 getting through.
A little something
battle
working.
there. She takes a shot, and she scores.
Wow.
Looked like Holly Whitfield kind of got beat on that one as 17 was able to get around her, score the goal. Big, good reaction from the Washington crowd. And that's her first shot on goal, Don.
Nice patience shown by the Washington offensive player and good speed. And
wow,
that is only the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4th.
That's a 5th goal.
5th goal
Ohio
given
scored
up.
3 against us in 2 games. Jackson Prep scored 1, and yeah, they just kind of got through the middle over there. We're just, we're up 4-1, and I'm like in a state of shock that we gave up a goal.
I know it. You hate to. You want to keep that goose egg over there, but
17 showed me something on that one.
Yeah, she has some good speed and good patience, and a nice hard kick into the corner.
Cross over the middle. It's going to be Skeeter with an out. Skeeter takes a shot. Nice save by the keeper. Tell you what,
She's had several.
There's no quit in Washington, as you can see. They've come back and they've got the wind behind them. They can have some things happen here with this wind behind them. As it's 4-1. Pillow. Pillow's got to be careful not to give up another goal here. Nice play by Georgia Caroline. Gets the ball to the outside to Lillian. Lillian with a nice touch over to Beck. Ball's given up. Is Caroline out of the game?
I think Brooke Kimmel came in for her.
Oh, Washington has the ball as the ball goes over. Lola falls down. This ball's cleared up. Let's see if Lola's able to get up. Lola's able to get up. Georgia Caroline gets the ball
That's
over
good
to
to see.
Skeeter. Skeeter Weems gets the ball over the middle, turns it over to Washington. Boy, this is a different Washington team this half, Don. To get the ball down.
Yep.
And it helps to have that wind. They didn't have it in the first half. 17 collides with Madeline Kelly, and the ball's going to be out. It'll be Washington ball.
Yeah, they've come out in the second half with a little pep in their step, and we came out and scored that fourth goal, but we had a little bit of a lapse in the second half against MRA, where MRA was the aggressor, and maybe that had to do with us just resting on our laurels a little bit with a 2-0 lead. But you want to see these Lady Mustangs fight both halves.
Yeah. Don, you mentioned a lapse. It was a lapse for the entire half. We didn't get a shot on goal.
Yeah, and I'd like to think that we sold out in the kitchen sink on defense, but I don't think so. We were trying to score another one.
I think MRA made some really good adjustments, just couldn't get it in the goal. They ended up out shooting us 11-4, I believe, for the contest. Nice play by Madeline Kelly. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Madeline, and it's going to be a free kick.
As they say in basketball, that looked like all ball.
It did to me. I don't know
Well,
what they're calling
we're right on top of it too.
Yeah.
Really can barely see that far.
I know. We're on top of it. We're 100 yards away, but we are on top of it. We have a clear vision to it. Set kick by Washington. It's Coach Kelly speaking to the player number 12 for Washington. And they discuss what they're going to do here. Number 12 surveys the field. It's going to be tough from that angle to get a shot on goal. Of course, every time I say that, they score, so I shouldn't really say that. 12 takes a shot to the goal. It's going to be, wow, how they didn't score there, I don't know. That was a great cross.
Beautiful kick.
Washington could just cut the score on the lead to 2 with that one. Pilla's got to pick it up a notch here as our number 1 defense is showing a little bit of smoke. Oh, nice pass by Beck over to Sarah Presley.
No, that was Kimmel.
Kimmel over to Sarah Presley. Sarah Presley goes around. Nice move to the outside. Takes a shot with a left.
Boom.
Oh, what a shot by Sarah Presley. I'm telling you, Don.
There's the hat trick from SP.
The ability to shoot with that left foot was huge. Look at that. It was 1-on-3, but what a great move by Sarah Presley Howard, who has now scored 9 goals in a little bit more than 2.5 quarters. 9 goals. 4 against she had 4 goals in one game. I forgot who was against. Could have been. I think it was Washington.
And then both goals against MRA and 3 goals tonight.
Yeah.
Today.
1 touch with her left foot. Let me write that down real quickly.
And that was sent from sophomore Brooke Kimmel.
Beautiful send, by the way.
If you want to give some credit, her father is the president of the Pill Academy board.
Yes. Might get a raise out of this from 0 to 0.
Yep. Multiply whatever you make by an increase of 15%.
Yeah. So, Pill Academy, just when we thought that they were kind of adjusting a little bit, looks like we have some subs in the contest as, well, that's not a sub, Caroline's not a sub, but she fought for that ball as number 30, I forgot her name. We'll get it in just a second. In for Pill Academy, the ball goes over the top. Elise Howard runs into another player.
Boy,
the
collision over
off
there.
of Washington. So, it is now 5-1 Pill Academy. Pretty entertaining second half in the sense that we've had good offense on both sides.
Yeah, well, 3 goals scored. And I would tell you how much time is left, but you folks at home can see it on your computer. I'm too blind. It's too small.
Yeah, so we started, I think the half is 10 minutes. So we're about 17 or 18 minutes in to the contest. It's 5-1 Pill Academy. The shots are 12-1. Washington scoring a goal in the second half, nearly scoring a second goal.
I'm going to get a couple names.
Sure, please do. Ball goes to Caroline Brock. Caroline Brock leads the ball over to, is that Barlow? No, I think it's the ball over to, got to figure out who's where. Comes to Lillian Harvey, getting the ball over to George Caroline Self. George Caroline over to Lola Ricketts. Lola surveys the field. Takes the ball back. Nice pass by Lola over George Caroline. Back to Lola. Lola with a nice lead over to, they're going to call offsides, I believe, on Skeeter. Skeeter Weems, a little bit offsides. And so it will be possession Washington. The referees are having a discussion right now. We'll figure that one out. They want the Pill Academy girls to move off the field. Yes. He's going to make them, the junior varsity players are practicing on in the corner of the field, and they're going to make them move. Because it is confusing from the standpoint of seeing who's offside, who's onside.
Right, and we're wearing white uniforms as they are.
Yep. So the ball goes up the field. It's going to be Caroline Brock gets the ball over to Skeeter. Skeeter gets the ball back to the middle.
That's a Yasmin, number 30, there in the middle.
Okay, good. Oh, look at Caroline Brock fighting for that ball. Nudges the ball on the outside. Nice play by
Beck.
Caroline over to Beck. Beck battling away. I'll tell you what, this is pretty physical play here. Washington's number 17 gets the ball over. Look at Mia Cole clearing out with her head.
Nice.
Getting the ball straight on over to Beck. Gets the ball over to Lillian. Lillian gets it to the outside over to Holly Whitfield. Holly Whitfield trying to get over to Caroline. Leads her a little too much.
Caroline should have been running.
I'm sorry?
Caroline should have been running.
Ah, look at you criticizing Caroline already. She's got 2 goals and two crossbars. You're going to have something to criticize her about. Okay, Romney.
Sarah Presley has shown us that 3 is possible.
That's right. That's right. Let's get her. Look, Caroline's going to try to play up top. Ball's
Yeah,
cleared over the top. Let's see if we get to Caroline trying to force the ball to the middle. And the ball, Yasmin trying to fight for the ball. 16 launching the ball up the field. It's going to be a streak by 23. 23's going to take a shot from way far out. It's going to be Mia Cole. Look at Mia Cole's
Nice
play.
recovery by Mia.
I think 23 should have went ahead and unloaded because Mia Cole was closing in.
Yep, she ran out of time.
You know, we got to watch that speed in the middle.
Now, 23 is not the player that scored earlier.
No, 17 scored for them. As I believe 23 gets ready to come out, a couple of subs for Washington. Washington's had some runs in the second half.
They have indeed.
Avery Howard was bored in the first half. Now she's getting some action here. Ball thrown in, goes over a couple of heads there. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. So we estimate that if the halftime was from 3:40 to 3:50, we estimate we're about 20 minutes into the second half. Pill Academy with the 5-1. Oh, we have a clock here.
Yeah. But can you see? Because
I can't see it. I mean, he keeps on pointing at it, and I'm just blind.
How good are your eyes, John?
28-13. How much?
28-13. We needed young eyes.
Okay, gotcha.
I need a magnifying glass.
Me too. I'm looking at the laptop. I can't
Maybe
see it.
a cane.
Ball goes over the middle. It's going to be Yasmin gets the ball over the top. Yasmin trying to get the ball over. And it's going to be, a little physical play by Georgia Caroline. You got to like that. Georgia Caroline gets the ball back to Lillian. Lillian over the top. Oh, Caroline knocked down. That was a good call there.
Yeah. He didn't make much of a call, but yeah, Caroline was knocked down from behind and to the chagrin of the Washington school fans.
Caroline needs to learn how to fall down in the box.
Hold her head.
Yeah, Madeline Kelly. Shot from the outside. And not much there. And it's going to be stopped by the keeper. It counts as a shot on
How
goal.
many stops does she have?
It's 14 shots on goal, and it's 5-1, so she has 9 stops. She's been a busy camper. She's got her money's worth as the ball goes over to the keeper. And she's had plenty of action this game. As the keeper gets ready to punt the ball.
But she's had some nice stops. There were not a whole lot she could do with a couple of our goals.
Yeah.
But
It's Caroline getting the ball over the top, gets the ball over to Beck. Beck's able to get there with that speed. Let's see if she can do something with it. And what do they call on that?
I don't know. I didn't really see much.
Not sure what happened there. Was that a offsides or not sure what happened there?
A foul on Beck apparently, or did it go out of bounds?
Judging.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know what happened there.
But it looks like the young lady set up for a throw-in, so it must have gone out.
A lot of discussion there. You know, we haven't seen much of Madison Barlow this half. Is she in? I don't think she's in, is she? No.
I guess they figured let's don't risk. Let's let her stick her toe back in and get a little playing time.
Yeah.
She played well
she
for
did.
having sat out for several weeks.
She did. It was good to see her.
And I didn't expect her back until possibly the playoffs, so that was a good sign.
So it's going to be a throw-in by Pillow Academy. Is that Larkin Camp?
I believe it is.
Larkin Camp in. So a lot of the younger players get a chance to play. Georgia Caroline gets the ball over to Madeline. Got Madeline over the top, trying to lead the ball over to.
It's going to be a foot race.
Caroline getting to cross it over the middle. It's going to be. Oh, she did a nice cross there. It's going to force a corner kick. Nice play, a little Madeline Kelly to Caroline Brock action. And Madeline trying to get the assist. Caroline trying to get the goal.
Caroline
reminds me of basketball.
Yeah, Caroline's showing some good speed there. The only thing Romney did say when I came up to her at halftime was Caroline got up favoring a leg.
We kind of noticed that,
She said, I don't know if it was her knee or her ankle, but it doesn't look like there are any ill effects at all.
So we hit a water break here, so I think our clock is off here. So
It must be.
yeah. So we've got about approximately 20 minutes left in the contest.
Yeah, we'll make it
So set it at 20.
the magic of technology. We're going to make it 20. We control time
right.
and space.
That's right. So we'll be back in action next week, next Tuesday.
Tuesday
The
against
22nd.
Prep, and I misspoke. MRA is not next week.
It's the following week.
Yeah, it's the following week. It's at St. Al on Thursday,
Hey, by the way, John, do you want this? Yeah, please. Okay.
and then MRA will be the following week, and possibly could be our last game if St. Joe decides they've had enough of soccer. Hopefully that won't happen.
That's right. We'll be playing St. Joe in football on Friday, October 23rd.
Well, that was a nice lead in to what I was about to say. The Pillow Faithful, including the three of us, were just here Friday, one field over, as the Mustangs football team moved to 3-1 and fairly handily defeated Washington. It's crazy when you beat somebody by 3 touchdowns and you didn't play that well. Put up over 400 yards of rushing, I think. Had almost 3 players rush for 100 yards.
That's right.
But we'll be back in action Friday at Kirk Academy and hopefully push that record to 4-1 against Coach Beagle, who
That's right.
much of the bulk on our football players can be
Attributed
attributed to him.
to the coaching and the coaching of Coach Beagle. And an interesting fact: one of Coach Beagle's assistant coaches is one Jay Watts. Did you know that?
I didn't know he was an assistant coach.
Yes. Yes, he is the
yeah.
assistant coach. Former headmaster at Hill Academy will
Wha-
be as an assistant coach as well, helping the football program out as
Coach Beagle and Mr. Watts well liked around here.
Yeah.
And wish them well.
And so Hill Academy will be heavily favored for that contest.
I guess Coach Watts too. I
Coach
should
Watts,
say.
That's right. That's right. Hill Academy will go into that game heavily favored. And 2 weeks from now, they will be playing at Mag Heights in a key game on the road as we try to march towards the playoffs. I can't believe we're talking about playoffs this early in football, but every game counts, especially a game like Mag Heights. So I enjoyed the broadcast the other day. I thought you and Bill did an excellent job, Don.
Well, thanks. I appreciate him having me. I appreciate Hank staying home for me.
Sarah Presley with the corner over to Skeeter. She tries to get a shot on goal, couldn't quite get enough on it. Hill Academy with its second corner and could not score. So
Speaking of looking ahead, what did I tell you the other day? A month from Saturday starts.
a month from Saturday, SEC football.
No, Lady Mustang basketball,
I'm
if you can
sorry.
believe it.
I'm sorry, a month. That's right. SEC
Yeah.
football is in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. It's next weekend.
Next weekend. Can you believe
No,
that?
I happened to peek ahead at a rough schedule that
Can you believe
I
that?
snuck out
Number
of.
12 with a shot. Avery Howard.
Wow, you got excited.
Well, I mean, it's just they had a shot.
Yeah, yeah. I had to sneak out. It was like the proof, like in Animal House, the
Yeah.
ink
Yeah.
copy out of Mignon's garbage can.
Oh, that's great.
And we're playing in that Canton Academy tournament,
The Hill
October
Academy.
19th, where we had great games against Leak and MRA last
right.
year.
That's going to be wonderful. John, you're going to really enjoy helping us cover basketball as we'll be going to Canton Academy to play against some really good teams down there. We
we'll
just don't know
see.
who it is.
Yeah,
Well,
last year we couldn't broadcast the MRA Instant Classic Triple Overtime because it was Friday night and the football team was playing.
It's not often you go to a basketball tournament and you lose both games, one against Leak and one against MRA, and you come across being very encouraged about how good this team is going to be.
And we were correct.
Yeah, we were correct. That team turned around, won the overall state championship, and really exciiting. As Hill Academy, the ball goes over the middle. We have a lot of young players in.
I was just surveying the field and noting that Larkin Camp and Beck has gotten some pretty good playing time this year. You got Mia O'Neill back here
That's
on the
great. She's
defensive line.
I see her. Yeah. Mia's a defender as well as a dancer on the Hill Academy dance team. Ball thrown over the middle. Madeline Kelly with the ball. Surveys the field, goes back to the middle, tries to get it over to Caroline, but it's cleaned up by the defender. Georgia Caroline to the outside, gets the ball over to the aforementioned Mia O'Neill. Mia gets the ball up the field, gets the ball over to Skeeter. Can Skeeter get to it?
I like that pass to the deep corner.
It was nice. Look at Skeeter being pesky. She takes the ball away. She crosses it over the middle. Look at that little bend almost.
That was a dangerous looking shot if you're Washington School. I loved it. I believe she kicked that left footed, didn't she?
I am a Skeeter fan. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah, I'm working on the restraining order. Should have that finalized tomorrow.
It's too funny. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Sarah Presley in the contest gets the ball over to Skeeter Weems. Skeeter Weems is going to go across that ball. It's a little bit too far back. It was a good idea, but it was a little too
wash, rinse, and repeat. Looked like a
wash, rinse, and repeat. That's
identical play there.
That's right. So we've got about 16 minutes left in the contest. Boy, the sun has come out now.
It is warm. Now, thank goodness for this breeze. What grade is Addison in?
Addison's
8th grade, and then our goalkeeper Avery is a 9th grader, and her sister Elise is a 9th grader.
And we have 11 juniors on this team, so we have a tremendous amount of talent coming back next year. But it's really going to be hard.
They're going to play soccer next year? Yeah. I thought once Caroline graduated,
Nice try.
Out of respect.
Felt the same way about Sanjay, man. When he was gone, it's like Hill Academy still has a soccer team.
What? Life goes on?
I'm offended.
Oh, could be number 4.
She takes a shot and she scores. Sarah
Holy cow,
Presley,
10 goals.
10 goals in 3 games.
On fire.
Sarah Presley steals the ball and scores with 16 minutes left in the contest to give Hill Academy a 6-1 lead. By the way, I'm having great difficulty talking because the sun has really come out, and it is not good, as John said. Yes, it is hot out here. 6-1 Pill Academy, really good offensive performance. 4 goals by Sarah Presley, 2 goals by Caroline Brock, and just like that, it is 6-1. Just when I thought Washington was mounting a comeback, Pillow settles down, scores 2 more goals to give us a 6-1 advantage. The shots are 16-3.
Wow. Well, with 15 minutes left, we really could hit that the 20 threshold, which I don't know if we have had 20 shots in a game in a while.
Handball. That was a handball there. That was a handball call. Yeah, no, we've never had 20 shots on goal. I mean, at least this year we haven't. And it's going to be a free kick by Pillow Academy as Mia Cole gets ready to launch one up the field. And the ball goes up the field, trying to get the ball over to Madeline Kelly. Madeline in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Nudges the ball over to Abby Alderman. Abby Alderman gets the ball to the outside over to Larkin Camp. Larkin Camp with the ball. Tries to get it past the defender, and Washington takes it away from Larkin. Number 17, who scored a goal earlier this contest, is going to cross that ball. It looks like, nice play. She gets around one defender. That's Kaylee Harden back in the contest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Coach Brock, it's like I didn't like giving up that one goal.
No, I'm putting Kaylee back in. That's right. Kaylee, who also played. The ball's going to be cleared up the field by Larkin, and they get the ball up to. It goes off a Washington player. I think we have about 13 minutes or so left in the contest. John, will you be doing the junior varsity game as well?
He's heading back for the softball game,
okay.
the last home softball game.
Oh, Washington over the middle, takes a shot.
Great job by Avery. Really tracking that ball, getting down on a knee, getting low with the ball. And that's with wind at the back of that ball.
Yes, it really is.
It's gotten quite breezy out here.
Howard has the ball. Howard's got to be happy she's had some action in the second half, even with the win against her.
She's not happy about that goal. I know that.
That was.
She's such a competitor.
Not much she can do about that.
We could win by 50, and she ain't going to be happy about that one goal.
Okay.
And let's hope it's only one.
John wanted to go ahead and point out, because the sun's right in our eyes, if he's not on the ball, he apologized. He literally cannot see. I'm watching. It seems like you're pretty good on the camera. You might want to zoom in just a little bit. Ooh, a little nudge by Kaylee Harden. It's going to be a foul.
Is that what you call that? A little nudge.
A lot of nudge by Kaylee Harden. It's going to be a free kick by Washington.
I haven't seen Ms. Heather Johnson. I assume she's here and will be bringing. No. We're not broadcasting the JV game.
That's right. Do we have people to help and put up the equipment?
The varsity softball team trumps and takes precedence, but hopefully somebody will call in the score to Robbie, and Robbie Rice can update the folks on how the JV did.
17 with the shot right at Howard. By the way, a friend of mine from Washington County just poked me.
Yeah, did you get goosed?
Man, yeah, I got.
How good a friend is?
He doesn't know. I mean,
is it a he or she? I didn't even see.
I got to worry about my financing on a loan on him, so don't worry about it. He can do whatever he wants to do.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a little foul call on Sarah Presley. Surprised to see Sarah Presley still in the contest right now.
Yeah.
But she's not playing at the forward position. They're trying to.
Well, our bench isn't that deep. Julia Love's been out quite a bit.
She has.
Of course,
that's
she
true.
returned. Well, as we say that,
She's coming in the contest.
Coach Brock just thought, Julia Love's been out for a
Yeah.
while.
17 with a shot. It's going to be a little bit wide. 17's got a good shot, though. I'll tell you, she's got something behind that kick. It's just so easy to see Julia Love coming in the contest. You saw the red hair kind of, just.
It looks like Holly Whitfield will also come in. Holly's got to get back and play softball along with Avery Howard.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
A full soccer game and then go back and play softball. We have so many multi-sport girls. I mean, on this field, you have at least 3 cheerleaders. You have 6 basketball players.
That's right.
And you have 3 softball players.
And you got 4 tennis players.
And tennis, right. A lot of crossover sports.
Yeah. There's a whistle. Don't know what happened there. I said 4. Wait a minute. Is there 4? Wait a minute. It's Julia Love and Caroline. Are they the only 2?
Tennis players?
Yeah. I might have been mistaken there. Well, I don't know about some of the younger players. So
Right.
Those are the only 2 starters that I know of, but there might be some other ones over here. Ball's going to be a free kick by Pill Academy, as looks like Mia Cole's going to launch one down the field. Let's get another goal here. Let's get to 7. We scored 7 twice this year.
Thinking about the cheerleading squad, like I said, you have 2 senior cheerleaders out here. Looking at the banners of the softball girls, you have 3 of the 4 senior softball girls who are also cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, it's a battle between 2 number 18s right there. Caroline battling with somebody else. Abby Alderman fighting for the ball. Washington controlling it. Ball goes to the outside. 17's had a good game here. She's going to the corner. She's going to try to go around Holly, and it's going to be off of Holly, forcing Washington with the first corner kick.
Yeah. First corner. How many have we had?
We've
3?
had 2. Yeah. And so this will be their first corner kick. Is that 17 taking it? I think that's 17 taking the corner.
17, 13. There are several girls out there with some
Nice
some
corner.
ball skills
Look
and
at Avery
speed.
Howard there. Look at Avery.
Well, she just locks in.
Uh-huh.
She owns her space around her.
It's hard to believe she's never played goalie before. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Surely, not even
I
GYSO?
don't think so. They told me she'd never played it before, but she's such a phenomenal athlete. I mean, she's a Howard. I mean, I'm sure Sarah Presley could go over there and do a good job with it as well.
That's right.
Ball goes out. It's going to be Pill Academy ball.
Who does Pillow play in softball this afternoon? Indianola Academy.
A Delta battle. Oh, the sun has come out again. John can't see a thing, and I'm sweating like a pig. 10 minutes left in the contest as we have a throw-in by Holly Whitfield. Holly trying to get the ball into Caroline. Caroline runs into, let's see here. Ball kind of going around. Ball goes over the middle. Sarah Presley in the middle.
Sarah Presley
goes around one player.
I want 5.
Around another player. Takes the lead, and it's going to be over to, oh, Caroline was right there.
Yep.
Good idea.
SP was trying to feed Caroline the ball.
I have always said the entire year I've said there's been tremendous chemistry between those 2, and it's really going to pay off. I mean, it has a few times, but it's playoff time. It's going to be something that we're going to mention. Presley Howard to.
And you had mentioned in playoffs that our likely opponent would be Starkville Academy, who knocked Pill out of the playoffs in a huge upset last year.
Yes.
Score of note: 12-2 Bio, 12 wins, 2 losses, both to Pillow. Defeated Starkville 2-0, so it wasn't a blowout. We know Bio has some talent. They're a good team.
They do. I think without Emma Kate Eitoven, I think that Lamar Bio game is going to be very, very competitive. There is a possibility that if we win against Starkville, that we might be playing against Bio Academy. I mean,
wow,
Lamar is loaded. Don't get me wrong, but when you lose the heart and soul of your team, it's a big, big impact.
Now, I don't think he's going to call that on Sarah Presley. She thinks he is. I think that was called on Washington School. No.
Okay. Sarah Pierce is walking away like she made a mistake.
Yeah. Well, she's so used to it.
You're right. Because of her
I shouldn't say she's so used to it, but
yeah.
I think she thought it was on her. Julia Love with the kick. Hammer 2.
Launches ball to the side.
The Crimson Hammer.
The Crimson Hammer. There you go. That's a good nickname there. Speaking of the hammer, Madeline Kelly had the ball, goes to the outside, over to Sarah Presley, launches the ball over the middle, and it's going to go.
Wow, the goalie is really okay. If that didn't go out, she was out of the box.
Yeah.
Empty net.
Another couple of subs is Skeeter Weems and Elise Howard. Boy, I'll tell you what, with those two coming in the contest at the same time, I definitely couldn't tell the difference. But Skeeter Weems and Elise Howard both came in at the same time. I don't know which one's on the right and which one's on the left, but
We've got
Caroline Brock going through the middle. Caroline Brock's going to go again. Nice move. Oh, Caroline slips and falls.
there. She's in the box.
I think she was in the box. Let's see if the call was in the box or not. And what's the call here? Let's see what the referee says. I think it's going to be a PK. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Was it in the box? No, it's right outside the box. Well, this is where you got to go ahead and run it. Sarah Presley takes a quick shot. Oh, Sarah Presley tried to load quickly and take a quick shot. It was almost there. It would have been her 5th goal of the contest. Great play by Sarah Presley, catching the defense while it was not ready, and just missed the goal. What the record is for most goals in one game?
I don't know. On the female side, I think we probably know the male side.
Yeah. Sanjay Chawla with 8 goals. That's right. Yeah. I've had my Emma Kate Eitoven reference for the day, and I've had my Sanjay Chawla reference.
You've got your quota.
And my quota has been met.
Did that shot by Sarah Presley kiss off the crossbar?
No,
it did not.
Just missed. Just missed. Lola Ricketts gets the ball off the field.
Good
Look at
job
Lola Ricketts
by
coming down the field. Lola Ricketts took the cross over to Howard. It's going to be Skeeter Weems. Oh, Skeeter. It's going to be a shot that's a little too high, taking it out of the air by Elise Howard. And nice play by Lola Ricketts.
Very aggressive play, fighting through 2 defenders and setting up a shot there. Just went high off of Elise's left foot.
That's right. For those of you that are just joining us, we've got about 8 or 9 minutes left in the contest. Pillow Academy with a commanding 6-1 lead. Caroline Brock with 2 early goals in the first half to give us a 2-0 lead. And it's been the Sarah Presley Howard show since then, scoring 4 goals in the contest, 4 consecutive goals, which gives her 10 goals in her last 3 games. Just when I thought Sarah Presley was having some problems closing and so on, she's been able to really produce.
Yep, absolutely.
She's had 8 goals in 2 games against Washington. She wants Washington.
Her bread and butter,
Yeah. It's incredible. It really is incredible.
Washington School football team is practicing to our right. I don't know who they have this weekend. They've lost to Pillow and Bio, so they've had lots of division games.
Launch up the field. Here comes Elise Howard coming down the field. Elise Howard to the middle. She takes it back over to Georgia Caroline.
Stay on,
set
Elise.
up. Catherine Giesmer. Oh, the ball's taken away by Washington. Lola Ricketts coming up the field. Ball coming right at you, Don. Oh, you got saved.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Lola playing a nice play. Lola Ricketts on the homecoming court as they get thrown in here. I got a smile out of her, by the way.
Oh, my goodness.
I think I distracted her, actually.
Let's see. Look at surveying the field. You have Julia Love and Lola and Georgia Caroline and Abby Alderman on the homecoming court.
Yeah.
Lots of dresses being purchased.
Caroline Brock, you forgot about her.
Well, she's not on the field.
Well, she's on the homecoming court. When you get the bill for the dress, you'll know all about that.
No doubt.
Interesting. As many times as Caroline Brock and Adair Brock made it, why did you just buy one dress and use the same dress?
Suresh, that's so silly. That's so silly and economical. Are you crazy?
It's economical.
To re-wear a dress?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, what planet are you born on?
Well, would anybody really have known that what Adair wore in 2015 is what Caroline?
Duh, Caroline would know.
Oh, I see.
No, that's the same argument I have all the time. Paul Lyon said, does your family try to trick you, Don? They say we're going to buy the dress instead of renting it, but we're going to turn around and sell it and make half our money back, so it's cheaper. Then they never sell it. They can't part with it, so it hangs in the closet. They won't rewear it. It's a catch-22.
Hey, we're having a garage sale at the Chawla house in 2 weeks. You want to put some homecoming
I
dresses
do.
up?
I do.
That's great. You got so many. We can put some good deals out there. Buy one, get one free and stuff, and that kind of
Just recoup some of my money.
No, I was thinking about making money for myself.
Oh.
Actually. I'm sorry.
Do I get a commission or something?
You should. It's your dress. Skeeter Weems with the ball. She's going to launch the ball up, tries to launch it up the field.
Nice move by Abby Alderman.
Gets the ball over to Elise Howard. Elise Howard over to Georgia. Georgia Caroline was offsides.
She's going to go ahead and finish. Feels good.
Yeah. That was a really good play there, but she got caught a little bit offsides, which is some good communication. I'm seeing some good, I talk about Sarah Presley and Caroline having great chemistry. I see some great chemistry between Elise Howard and Skeeter Weems. I really see that.
Yep, surveying the field, I think that, unless I'm missing somebody, Julia Love Lyon is the only senior on the field right now. So what you're looking at, is almost next year's team.
Yep.
Or a lot of what you're going to see.
And you know what just happened there as the ball goes over the goal? That was a nice pass by Elise Howard over to Skeeter Weems, who misses the shot. And I was about to say, what a great reference I had 30 seconds ago. Because
Right.
I just scored a goal, but it was a little high. So we have about 4 or 5 minutes left in the contest. We're not sure how much time we have left. It's pretty close to being complete. I think we've got about 2 minutes left as we've got the shots are 16-5 Pill Academy. The corner kicks are only 2-1 Pill Academy, surprisingly.
And I know not included in that 16 number are these last maybe 3 shots at the goal that all
That's right.
went high.
Yeah. Just a little
If we'd
high.
get those down a little bit, get that number up. Brooke Kimmel, as I say her name, just came in, as did Yasmin.
Addison Weems with the ball on the outside, gets the ball back to Elise Howard. Gets the ball back over to George Caroline.
Yeah, I think Elise left the game.
Oh, she did?
I think so. No,
she's there.
yeah, I'm incorrect. I see number 6 on the far side.
Now, this is really confusing when Elise Howard and Skeeter Weems play on the same side. It's just, we need to talk to Coach Brock about that. That's going to be impossible for us to distinguish.
All right, Elise is wearing like some fluorescent cleats.
Okay.
That may be the differential.
Okay.
And
Speaking of Elise, there she is with those I identified her by her fluorescent cleats. She has the ball, battling away, goes through the middle, launches the ball from way out downtown, and takes a shot.
Addison Weems' cleats look to be mosquito black.
Where's the music?
Yeah.
Where's the music? Where's the buzzing sound?
She's got a score to earn the music.
Okay. Ball goes out. Lola Ricketts comes all the way on the other side to get the ball over to Skeeter Weems.
Ooh.
A little collision
Elise
there.
was taken out there.
Nice play by Beck. She goes down the field. She
No, that's
surveys-
Kimmel.
Kimmel gets the ball over the middle. It's going to be
Yasmin.
Yasmin goes through, takes a shot. Nice stop. Oh, that would have been. That would have taken the roof off.
That would have. And a nice stop by the goalie. Yet another nice stop. So 18 shots on goal.
18-5.
If we can get 2 more, I don't know why I want to get to that 20 number.
That's right. Ball goes out. It's going to be Washington's ball.
We've put up 6 goals, which sounds like a lot, but the goalie has stopped a lot of would-be goals.
Yes. And, we've had 12 shots stopped. I mean, you think about it. We've had 18 shots on goals. We've had about a half dozen, if not more, that have been just wide or what have you. We've had a lot of shots at the goal, not on goal necessarily. So we'll be back in action next Tuesday as we take on Jackson Prep in a huge game. That'll be senior night for our 4 seniors. Don, you want to mention those seniors?
Well, Julia Love Lyon and Mia Cole and Caroline Brock and Madeline Kelly will be playing possibly their last home game. Well,
In the
regular season, because we will host the playoff game. So you're going to have 2, maybe 3 opportunities to see these girls, and I would encourage you to come on out now that the
Nice play by Catherine.
well,
They're going to call a foul.
yeah, they call it a foul.
Okay. You mentioned those 4 seniors, and all of them having starting time.
Oh, that's the game.
As 8th graders, as the game finishes. All have been 5-year starters. It's going to be tough to replace those 4. As the game is over, we finish the contest with a 6-1 victory, Pill Academy over the Washington School. Pill moves to 5-0 in the regular season in division. They move to 6-1-2 on the season overall. 18 shots by Pillow Academy with 6 goals, 2 by Caroline Brock, 4 by Sarah Presley, who has 10 in the last 3 games for Pillow Academy. And Pillow Academy, as I said, moves to 6-1-2. We'll be back in action next Tuesday against Jackson Prep. We got to go ahead and unload this thing real quickly because he has to go do a softball game.
Yeah, y'all watch the Pillow Booster Club Facebook page. Maybe will it also be on YouTube? Probably just Facebook. So watch the Facebook page. Softball will be in action at 6 o'clock. And Mr. Benuzowitz will be tearing up 82 to get back and set it up just to bring it to you.
Yeah. Good job, John.
All right.
Good job, Don.
All right. Thanks, Suresh.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.